Hi, thanks for purchasing and taking part in these online yoga sessions that I'm providing. So just a couple of bits of guidance when you're doing this at home, making sure that the area that you're using to do your yoga in is as tidy as it can be, or if there are any objects like a coffee table or a sofa that can't be moved, or a lampshade above you, just making sure that you're aware of where those objects are and you're adjusting as you need to. Also as well, make sure that you're feeling okay before doing yoga. So if you're feeling ill at all, or you've got a headache, cold, or whatever it might be, if you're not feeling quite right, then maybe delaying doing your yoga practice until later in the day or another day. Take all of my instructions that I give you as guidance, so if it doesn't feel right or if there's any pain or discomfort, then only coming into the posture to a point that it's comfortable for you, or you can choose not to come into the posture, or you can choose to take a break as you need to. I will offer options and modifications to some of the postures, but if they don't quite work for you, then feel free to make further adjustments that seem sensible for your own body. So thank you for joining in and enjoy. So we're just we're seated cross-legged. We'll close the eyes and just short meditation, or just taking our attention to our breath for a few moments. So we've extended up tall, we've got the hands, arms resting on your thighs or resting in your lap, and closing the eyes. And then just taking your attention to your breath, so the natural flow of air, so you're not changing your breath at all. Feeling the air in and out of the nostrils. Noticing that gentle expansion and contraction of your chest. Maybe the shoulders rise up a little bit with that expansion, and then just dropping down slightly as you breathe out. Noticing how you feel right now. Maybe you're still a little bit groggy, or maybe you're feeling calm and at peace. And then we'll just take some intentional deeper breaths. So deep breath in, so you feel the chest expand and the belly pushes forward, and then allowing the release of the breath going out and in. And then we'll do one more deep breath in and out. And then opening the eyes if you've got them closed. So still keep the hands on the knees. We're going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears, and then forwards, down to the back, up, forwards and down to the back. So we'll continue through this circular movement. And then in the opposite direction. And then allowing the shoulder blades to relax down the back. We'll do seated cat-cow. So we've got the hands on the knees, back arches and the head drops down. And then bringing your chest forwards and taking the gaze up to the ceiling. Back arches and head drops. And bringing the chest forwards and taking the gaze up. So we continue that movement, and we can inhale through the movement of the chest coming forwards, the gaze coming up, breathing out as your back arches and your head drops down. And then pausing next time you're back into an upright position. So from here, we'll take a breath in and out. We'll breathe in and out. Inhale, raising the arms up. And as you breathe out, the arms come over to the right, the head turns to the left. So keeping the arms straight as you do this. Inhale, raise the arms, take your gaze forwards. Breathe out, arms to the left, head to the right. Inhaling back to center. And breathing out down, so the arms to the right, head to the left. So we'll continue this movement from one side to the other, following your breath. And pausing next time the arms come down to the left side. So after they've come to the left, we'll come back to center. And we'll place the right hand on the left leg, raise the left arm up. So we reach up and side stretch, reaching over to the right side. Coming back up and left hand across. And reaching up through the right fingertips, reach over the top to the left. And then back up once more on each side, so the right hand to the left leg, reach up through your left fingertips, reaching over the top, and then back up, and left hand, right leg, reach up, reach over, and then we'll come back to center. Changing the cross of the legs, so the other leg, the other shin's in front, and we'll extend up, bringing your chest forward, fingertips down, head hanging, and if you're able, maybe shuffling the fingertips further away. Shuffling, walking the hands back, and we'll come to all fours. And then from our all fours position, we'll come into puppy pose. So we keep hips above the knees, we walk the hands away. So the arms are straight, shoulder widths apart and parallel. Fingers spread and the hands gently pressing forwards as if you were trying to push the mat away from you. We'll take a deep breath in, breathe out, allow the chest to sink. So it might be a small movement, or maybe your forehead reaches the mat. And then just a slight lift up. Forearms down, shoulders forwards above the elbows. Holding here, making sure we're not holding the breath. And then we'll come back to puppy pose. So hips back above the knees. Pressing the hands into the mat so you can lift your forearms up, head between the arms. And a deep breath. Breathing out, allow the chest to sink. And again, slight lift up. Forearms down, shoulders forwards. So if you can from here, this is just an option, moving the shoulders forwards again so the thighs come down, the belly comes down. And then pressing through the forearms to make your way back to puppy pose. So we're pressing up, pressing the bum back, lifting the forearms up, head between the arms. Breathing in, breathing out, chest sinks. And again, a slight lift up. Forearms down, shoulders forwards, and holding in this forearm plank position for a moment. And again, if you can, the belly comes down, thighs come down, and then we'll press back again to puppy pose. So you're pressing through the forearms, pressing the bum back, hips above the knees, lift the forearms, head between the arms. Deep breath in, breathing out, chest dips. And a slight lift up, forearms down, shoulders forward above the elbows. And this time we'll curl the toes under, straighten the legs if we can. And then pop the knees down, walk the hands back, so you return to hands and knees all fours. From this position, we're going to a few rounds of hovering knees, so either the toes extended or curled under. So we're hovering the knees up, so trying to just lift them a shorter distance off the mat as much as you're comfortable with, and then down, and stepping the hands forwards about a hand's length. Shoulders move forwards above the wrist and lifting, making sure we're not holding the breath. And then down, and we'll do another step forwards if we can with the hands and shoulders forwards, lifting up. So steady breath in and out, knees down, reversing steps, shoulders above the wrists and lifting, and down, and we'll step the hands back again, so you're back to roughly your start position, back to your all fours, and one more lift up, and then down. From all fours, we're going to, so the left leg, you've got the legs bent, we'll lift the left leg up and to the side, and we're going to raise the right arm up as well. So pressing down through that left hand to help, and then back to all fours. So the right leg stays bent, lifting it to the side, raise up left arm, and down. Left leg to the side, raising up your right arm, and then back down. Lifting right leg to the side, lifting up your left arm, and then down. We're going to do that once more on each side. So left leg to the side, raising up the right arm, and then down. Right leg to the side, raising up the left arm, and then down. From here to extended child's pose, so knees wide, toes towards each other, bum to heels, sliding the hands away. So fingers spread, hands gently pressing forwards. And then inhale, lifting up, bringing your shoulders forwards, breathing out, back down, and we'll run through this movement, just a few rounds of inhaling as you come up, breathing out as you come down. And then we'll pause next time we're upright or on all fours. We'll make our way to a downward dog, so we curl the toes under, press through the hands, pressing the bum to the ceiling, walking the hands back to the feet to come into a forward fold. And then inhale, coming up, hands together above the head, breathing out as you come down, taking the hands down. We'll step the feet just wider than hip width, and we'll just take the arms through from one side to the other. Just allowing the weight of the arms to draw the body into this twist. And we'll lift the arms up a bit higher across the face, fingertips to ceiling. And then allow the arms to drop. So in a recent previous session, we went through like a new little mini sequence within a sequence, and I'm just going to demonstrate that again with a slight adaptation. So in a moment we'll come into a lunge position, and then I'll ask you to bring the chest forwards, reach forwards through the fingertips, and then we're going to bend the back leg to take the gaze forward. So I'm not intending that the knee comes all the way down, but if it's more straightforward for you or more accessible for you for the knee to come all the way down, you can. So it's just a small dip, and then we'll come up. We're then going to fold forwards. So this is what we did before. We came down, and in this case my left arm comes round and then up. And what we do, we'll do that same movement, but we'll then straighten the left leg, the right arm across, so you're coming into a revolved triangle as well. Be a little bit more challenging transition into it from that twist position, but we'll see how we get on. So if we're at the top of the mat, feet at hip width, we're extending up. So we'll stride back with the right foot to lunge. So nice big step back, raise the arms up. We'll take a breath in. So as we breathe out, we're bringing the chest forwards, reach forwards through your fingertips, bending your back leg, your right leg, to bring the body upright, straightening the right leg, and then we're going to fold forward so the arms come down. Keep the right fingertips pointing down, keep circling that left arm round, and then if we can, we're going to straighten the left leg, right hand across to the outside of your left leg or onto your left leg. We'll come back up to lunge, so the right knee moves forwards, we raise back up, bringing the chest forwards and reaching forwards, bending your back leg so it brings the body upright, gaze forwards, straightening your back leg, and we'll fold forwards, arms down. So the right arm stays down, circling the left arm round, straightening your left leg, right arm outside of left leg or onto the left leg, and then we come back up to lunge. So the left knee moves forwards as you raise up, bringing your chest forwards, reaching forwards, bending your back leg, gaze forwards, straightening your back leg, folding forwards, so arms down, again right arm stays down, circle the left arm round, straightening the left leg, right hand across, coming back into lunge, all the way up, and then to warrior two. Turn your right foot out, right arm behind, straighten your left leg, raise your arms up. From here, leaning to your left or leaning towards the screen, so the arms are parallel. And then we're going to come to reverse warrior, so left knee moves forwards, we come up, right hand down behind, look up towards the left hand. Back to warrior two. Straighten the left leg, raise the arms. Leaning to your left or leaning towards your screen. And then we come to reverse warrior, so the left knee moves forwards, coming up, taking the right hand down behind as you look up towards your left. Back to warrior two. So through that movement once more, straightening the left leg, raising the arms, leaning to your left or leaning towards your screen. Reverse warrior, so left knee moves forwards, we come up, right hand down behind, look up towards the left. Back to warrior two, and we'll step the right foot forwards and come standing. So we'll go through that again. So we're at the top of the mat, the feet at hip width, we're extending up. So stride back with the left foot to lunge, raising the arms up. Take a breath in. So as you breathe out, bringing your chest forwards and reaching forwards, bending your back leg, so bending your left leg to bring your body upright, straightening that back leg, folding forward so the left arm stays down. We can circle that right arm round, so right fingertips are to ceiling, straightening that right leg, left hand outside of the right leg or onto the right leg, and then we come back up to lunge position, raising up, bringing your chest forward, reaching forwards, bending your back leg, taking the gaze forwards, straightening the back leg, so folding forwards, arms down, left fingertips stay pointing down, circle the right arm round, reaching right fingertips to ceiling, straightening your right leg, left hand across, and coming back up to lunge, bringing your chest forwards and reaching forwards, bending your back leg, gaze forwards, straightening your back leg, folding forward. So left hand, left fingertips down, circle the right hand round, right fingertips to ceiling, straightening your right leg, and then coming back up to lunge. So the right knee moves forwards as you raise up, and then to warrior two. So you turn your back foot out, left arm behind, looking forwards over the right, straightening your right leg, raising your arms, leaning towards your camera, arms are parallel, reach through the fingertips, and then reverse warrior. So we come up, left hand down behind, right knee moves forwards as you look up towards your right hand. And then back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg, raise the arms, leaning towards your screen, reaching through your fingertips. Reverse warrior, so the right knee moves forward, you come up, left hand down behind, looking up to the right hand, and then warrior two. So through that once more, straightening the right leg, raising the arms, leaning towards your screen, and then reverse warrior, so the right knee moves forward, left hand down behind, looking up to the right hand, and back to warrior two. From here we'll come to downward dog, both hands to the top of the mat, right foot back, fingers spread, pressing the bum to the ceiling, feeling that stretch, shoulders move forwards and come into a plank position, back to downward dog, and then popping the knees down onto the mat. From here we'll do a few rounds of cat-cow, so we're tipping the pelvis back, back arches, head drops, tipping the pelvis forward, taking the gaze forward, and we'll continue this gentle transition from one position to the other. Pausing when you're in a flat back position, and we'll lift up the right hand, twisting to the right, reaching up, opening chest to the right side. Right hand comes down and to the left, reaching up, left hand down to the right, reaching up, and right hand down and to the left. And then left hand down, we'll come into extended child's pose, so knees wide, toes towards each other, bum to heel, sliding hands away. So fingers are spread, the hands are pressing forwards to push the bum back. And then inhale, lifting up, bringing your shoulders forwards. And breathing out as you come back down. Inhaling up. Breathe out, back down. And then pausing next time we're upright or we're on all fours. From here we'll come to lying down, legs bent and feet flat. From this position we're going to lift up the right leg and pop it on the left thigh. And then we're going to reach and interlace the fingers behind the left leg. Draw the left leg towards you. So hopefully you can get your shoulders and head back down on the mat whilst keeping a hold of that left leg, or gently drawing it towards you. And if your right elbow is near the inside of the right thigh, you might be able to gently press the right thigh away as you draw your left leg in. And steady breath. And then popping the left foot down, we'll switch. So right foot down, left leg, right thigh, interlace the fingers, draw the right leg in, head and shoulders down, left elbow pressing on the inside of the left thigh. And then we'll pop right foot down once more on each side. So left foot down, right leg, left thigh, reaching, interlacing the fingers behind the left leg, drawing it in. And
And then popping that left foot down. Once more on the other side, left leg, right thigh. Draw the right leg towards you, head and shoulders down. And then popping the right foot down and then left foot down. So with legs bent, feet flat, allow both legs to the right side. And just allowing them to stop wherever they want to stop. If the feet need to adjust slightly, that's fine. And just allowing the body to start to relax. Inhale the legs to center. Breathe out to the left. Keep the legs on the left. And then inhale, center. Breathe out to the right, gently from one side to the other. So we'll inhale back to center. Breathe out to the left. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Pausing next time you're back to center, sliding your left foot away, and we'll lift up the right foot, guide it over to the left side as you roll onto the outside of your left leg. And you've got your right arm reaching out to the right side, making sure that you've at least got the fingertips on the ground so you've got a bit of support. And noticing your breathing. As you're breathing out, can you allow yourself to edge into this twist position just a little bit more? And slowly back to center. We'll switch legs. And we'll reach across with the right hand to guide left leg to the right. Pausing here. And then slowly back to center, and we'll come into relaxation. So lying flat or legs bent and feet flat, arms by your side, closing the eyes and just enjoying this moment of stopping, of pause between your yoga practice and before you start the rest of your day. taking some deeper breaths. Moving fingers and toes. And we'll bend the legs up, get the feet flat, roll to one side. Pressing up to a seated position. Bringing the hands together. So thank you all for keeping up with your yoga practice, starting the day with the best way possible, with coffee of course. Namaste.